I'm a bit flued up again, I know, this week, but the podcast obviously must go on. We have got a creepy paranormal story involving a mystery phone call when the person that they're speaking to is sitting right next to them. Two solid British problems today. One about people opening stuff up, and another about a dog. There's a dating dilemma in the no stupid questions. Now, how do you tell someone to lower their standards? In the weird news, we talk about someone who's selling body parts like the Baubles. I can't believe it. Let's get into it. It's episode 202, Body Baubles. Hello, people. How are we? You okay? Yeah, good. I'm not okay, to be honest. I've got the cold again. Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with me, man. Look, you can't even sound like I have a cold. There may be times I may need to pause the podcast, like I did just now, to blow my nose. Oh my God, I don't know what's wrong with me. Got the cold. Can you believe I got it on Christmas Day? On all the days, Christmas Day was the night I got it. And that was it. And I've been just flued up, runny nose. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe my immune system's not the best. I mean, I'm getting on, and I'm talking about getting on. It's the wife's birthday today, and she's decided to go to work. I don't know. Don't ask. So she's going to finish in a bit, and I thought, let me quickly do a podcast, because I'm not going to be able to record one either today or tomorrow. I'm going to be busy, and I'll probably want to lie in again, in all honesty. But I hope you all had a lovely Christmas if you were celebrating it. I was going to tell you guys something, and I can't remember what it was. I thought, oh yeah, that was it. That's what I was going to tell you. And you know what? I've totally forgot. But I have got my lemon sip. It's here and it's ready for me, and it's waiting for me to drink it. But anyway, let's crack on with the podcast. Let's do a paranormal. Yes, I have spooky music because it is paranormal. There we go. Finally got some music for it. This one has been put up by somebody called Shamed Salesman. Oh, why are you so ashamed of being a salesman? Are you just somebody who doesn't sell as many stuff as you wanted to? I don't know. But let's check out his paranormal post that is put up on Reddit as always. So what's the shamed salesman saying? Roughly 10 years ago, I was laying down with my wife. And then she was my girlfriend. Oh, congratulations. So you got married to your girlfriend, who is now your wife, obviously, because you got married. And watching a movie, and I get a phone call. I assume it's just your regular scam call. I get them all the time. Which at the time I got many of all throughout the day. I tend to screw with the scam callers just out of boredom. Ha ha ha, and to be another troll. So I answer and start my usually funny voice, which at the time was something my wife seemed to giggle at. So, of course, I overdid it as much as humanely possible. I answer the phone and hear silence on the other end. After I get a goofy little hello, I try again and still silence. I look at my wife and put the phone on speaker and try and keep the joke going. And then I finally hear someone speak back at me. And the voice sounds exactly like my wife. We are both southern, and it mimicked that southern twang she has perfectly. My wife and I just look at each other in shock, and this voice acts like it knows me and says my name. Hey, Doug, what's up? Ha 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 ha. The joke ends immediately. I say, who is this? It's me, Linda. Duh. No, it's not. She's right next to me. Who the hell is this? Oh, ha ha ha, funny. But seriously, what are you up to today? I quickly hang up the phone and ask her if she had one of her friends try to prank me or something, just as a way to make sense of everything. And of course, she says no, and she's just as shook as I am. I hang up and I just stare at my wife, absolutely stunned that this just happened. Immediately, after I get another phone call, same number, same voice, this time frustrated that I hang up on the phone. Why the F did you hang up? What's going on? I hang up again and all calls stop after that. I never got another, but it was someone or something that sounded just like my wife, knew me by my name, and was apparently comfortable enough with what was happening that she would just conversely be able to talk to me like nothing weird was happening. I know that this sounds unbelievable. To be honest, I'm an atheist Satanist. It's odd that this would have happened to me, and it's more striking to me that I don't know what it was or how it happened. Have you ever experienced something like that? I haven't, but I've watched. There's a British, I don't know where you base, mate, but there's a British TV show called Celebrity Help, My House is Haunted. And in one of the episodes, the phone rings and they pick it up and they can actually hear spirits talking back to them. Now, they've never experienced this before. It was a first for them. It was very interesting. I don't think it was camera tricks or them messing around, because a lot of the stuff they do, the celebrities they have on are very respectable. So, yeah, I don't think none of this is made up. But it's never actually happened to me, but it's very interesting. So he's asking, has anyone heard of something like it? What the F was going on? I just find it supremely hard to believe that it was a regular person who knew me, sounded like my wife, right down to the way she structures her sentences when she speaks, and then never call again. But then again, I don't know. Maybe it was just the world's biggest coincidence. Someone just like my wife called to speak to someone with my name. I have no idea. It is entirely possible that I am a mega braining this and making something out of a random chance encounter with a stranger. Well, shameless salesman, what can I say, mate? Maybe it was somebody who was very sounding like your wife, basically. Same accent, same sentences, same voice. Maybe it was your wife from the future. Maybe you don't know this, but you both live in a parallel world, and someone out there just got the same name as you, married to the same person, same accent, and all that stuff. And she just happened to, instead of putting the plus in, maybe she put in minus. Maybe in the parallel world, they've got minus, and then your area code, and then whatever your mobile number is. So in the United Kingdom, it's plus 44. So maybe there's another me out there in the universe, and when they phone people, they put minus. You never know. Maybe it's the aliens. I can't explain that, mate. But it's strange that it's your wife. I'm not sure if it's a paranormal thing. But as I said, in that TV show I watched, they received a phone call from the dead, literally. Well, I hope you solve the puzzle. What you should do is Google that phone number. That's what I tend to do. So if somebody's rang me off a number I don't know, I usually search it up on Google just to see if anyone online has got it. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to find it, but sometimes you do find the nugget. If that's the right words. Anyway, thank you for your post. I hope you do get it sorted out. So you know I said it's the wife's birthday, right? I actually been running around today trying to get her stuff. I went to Costco and I seen a cake and I thought, oh, that's alright, that cake is. But I know what my wife is like. She's going to say, why did you get me a Costco cake? Even though they taste really nice. Like, she wants a proper cake with a name on it, basically. I've had to run around after I went to Costco, which amazingly wasn't that busy. Being a Saturday, I thought it's going to be rammed, and it wasn't. I don't know why. Anyway, I went there and got all the stuff, and then I had to go and get a cake. So I bought this cake from Costco, like I said. I thought she's not going to be happy with that. So I ended up going to Cake Box in the UK. It's a company that's all over the place now, and you can get cakes from there. So I just went there, got her a cake, got her balloons, and got her, what did I get her? Some candles. I said to the woman, can I have the pink candles? And she was like, yep, just a minute. So she grabbed the pink candles, but it wasn't the ones I wanted. She ended up picking up the ones that sparkle. And I thought, oh, God, now I'm too embarrassed to say not those ones, the other ones. I just left it because she probably assumed, oh, he wants those pink firework candles. And now I'm thinking, I'm going to have to use these now. And I didn't want to buy them. Oh, well, don't tell the wife that. I'll tell you what else you shouldn't tell. British problems. British problems. There's someone in the United Kingdom who has a problem. Right, enough of that. Soggy Watsits has a problem with dogs. What is he talking about? Soggy Watsits British problem. The dog caught me wrapping his present. Oh no. Now he thinks all the wrap presents are potentially for him. Ha 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 ha. Oh my God. You must have a very intelligent dog then if your dog thinks every present you're wrapping is for him. Why do you say this, mate? He hasn't actually put down what's happened. That's all he's wrote, is that his dog's caught him wrapping presents. Now everything that he wraps, the dog thinks it's his. Oh no. I need more on this, mate. I need more. Funny enough, the Dog Trust charity has left an advert under his post. Says, thank you to every dog owner for letting them steal your spot on the sofa, walkies, rain or shine, and for all the tasty treats and belly rubs. A dog's happy place is you and the love you provide. I need more information, Soggy Watsits, like, how did the dog see you wrapping it? Why does he think it's his? Is it the sound of the wrapping paper that he listens to and he's seen you wrap up a squeaky toy and now he's thinking, that's mine. Oh God, that present's mine. Has your dog gone and ripped and shredded all the other presents? He's obviously a clever dog. That's all I know. There's not a lot on this British problems. Oh dear. We might have to cover another one. Ah, God. Okay, so here's the second British problem. British problems. There's someone in the UK who's got a massive problem. What's their name? World War. That's the name. World War has a British problem. I mean, I couldn't help the other one because I don't know much about dogs and he didn't give me a full backstory. So let's move on to this one and see what they're all about. People opening items while they're still on the shelves. Oh my God, are they acting like dogs as well? Are they literally thinking everything on the shelves is mine? People opening items while they're still on the shelves. I mean, sometimes people will do it just to look what's inside the box. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's a Lynx Africa Christmas gift set, and they're looking in there, and then they're going, oh, look how small the bottle is. Rather just buy a regular bottle. I don't know what the reason is, but there's got to be a reason why people do it. I have done it. I'm going to put my hand up. I have opened stuff on the shelves. just to check it, though, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to make sure, especially like clothes. When you go to Costco, I know I keep mentioning them now, but sometimes you go in there, it is a bit like Primark. Clothes are everywhere, do you know what I mean? If you're going to buy something, you got to take it off, have a quick look at it, wrap it back up. Anyway, let's see what World War is saying. This seems to be getting worse every year on year. Even though the contents are clearly showing, people still rip apart the packaging to see for themselves. This year, I've had to pass on a couple of items that I would have bought gifts. And yesterday, I received a present missing an item that the box was clearly open beforehand. It's not yours to open until you buy it. That's brilliant. Well, I agree. You shouldn't have to open it and ruin the box for the next person that's got to buy it. I've seen a lot of that on shelves. You know, you can tell, someone's had a good look. I've seen people take out bits as well. Has anyone ever noticed that? Like, I don't know, it could be something random. You know, I don't know. Say, like, they bought, like, a shelf. It's got screws with it. And someone's robbed the screws. I've seen it loads of times, man. It is annoying, especially when you got to buy presents for Christmas and birthdays and stuff like that. But that is a proper British problem. Thank you so much. We got there in the end. Because I feel absolutely awful, I think I'm not going to have a longer episode than I usually do, but we'll have to see. We'll see how we go. I just thought, just get on with it, innit, Lovdev, because you're not well. And I know you want to do a podcast. You want to keep your listeners entertained. All 10 of them. You're going to have to do something. Oh, well. Okay. You know what? I wasn't going to do this, but let's do it. No stupid question. No stupid, no stupid, no stupid, no stupid questions. Who's put it up today? Oh, right on cue. Open address 2805 is the person that has put up this post. If someone isn't having any dating success, is it wrong to tell them to lower their standards? Oh my God. The only reason you would say that is because you know their standards are low. Oh my God. That's a very good question. It's not a stupid question. It's a very good question. Very good question. Very good. Oh my. Okay. So let me think. Let me be honest. If I've got a friend and he's dating, and well, he's looking for a date, and let's give him a 5 out of 10. He's standard, and he's looking for a 9. He's even happy with an 8. Should I tell him straight? It's a difficult one, man. I don't know if I could. I would just say, I wouldn't tell them. I think I would be like, okay, let's have a look at this girl. And I know she's clearly a 7. I'll be like, yeah, she's all right. She looks nice. Go for her. That's how I would do it. I wouldn't tell them because they'd probably punch me in the face. Let's have a look. While you're saying this, you have got more to this open address. Now, a female friend of mine has the highest standards for a boyfriend ever. She won't even go on a date with a guy unless he's this rich, tall, handsome, blonde hair, blue eyes, a guy like someone out of a movie. She's had these standards basically since high school and hasn't been on a single date in her life. She's 26 now. Now I know why you're saying it. Oh my God. She's moderately attractive, in decent shape, and still in university. We all have idealistic standards in that sense. That I want to date Margaret Robbie, but I realise that someone like that is far, far out of my league. She keeps complaining that the dating is so hard. She's not getting any attention from these men and doesn't know what to do or change. I'm so tempted to tell her it's because she's aiming too high, but that sounds kind of mean. I agree with you. It does sound kind of mean. But come on, if you've gone years without even getting a date, chasing after the top % of men, probably time to broaden your horizons. That's brilliant, mate. I love that. Now, let me see if I can help you out. Although I've got a nasty cold. I like your honesty, and I like that you're sharing this with people, because other people might be reading this and they might be in the same situation, and they'll be like, do you know what? I need to lower my standards. I think your friend needs to come off dating apps and just go out there. I think maybe that's what she needs to do. Go out in the real world. Tell her to go and do whatever it is she does. I don't know. Swimming, hiking, God knows, trekking, eating fast food. Oh, just go out there. Look at a bloke. If you like him, you fancy him, go and say hello. I think that's what it is. She just needs to build her confidence, and she'll finally get someone. Unless she comes off the dating apps. I don't know. I got a feeling she's not going to listen. She's going to stay on the dating app. 26 isn't that old, though, you know. I mean, I got married, 28? I've had other stuff on the side. But, yeah. It's just part of life. It's not the one. Do you know what I mean? That's all it is. She just needs to, I don't know. I don't even know what to say to you, mate. Oh, God, I've never been this stunned before. Yeah, just speak to her. Should be all right. Oh, I wish I was more helpful, but unfortunately I'm not. Hey, about helpfulness, I'm just going to finish a podcast, guys, because I'm really under the weather and I need some rest. Let's do the weird news story. Harvard morgue manager who sold body parts like baubles gets an 8-year prison term. Just 8 years? Is that it? A former manager of the Harvard Medical School morgue in Boston was sentenced to 8 years in prison for stealing and selling body parts, as if they were baubles. Please don't tell me people hung them up on their Christmas trees. Authorities said Cedric Lodge was at the centre of the ghoulish scheme in which he shipped brains, skin, hands and faces to buyers in Pennsylvania, not Transylvania, surprisingly, and elsewhere after cadavers donated to Harvard were no longer needed for research. His wife, Denise Lodge, was sentenced to just over a year in prison for assisting him. They appeared Tuesday in the federal court in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In one example, Cedric Lodge provided skin to a buyer so it could be tanned into leather and bounded into a book. Ugh. A deeply horrifying reality. The Assistant U.S. Attorney, Alison Martin, said in a court filing. In another, Cedric and Dence Lodge sold a man's face, perhaps to be kept on a shelf, perhaps to be used for something even more disturbing, says Allison. She said Lodge, who's 58, happy birthday to you in prison, of Goffstone, New Hampshire, treated the parts of beloved human beings as if they were baubles to be sold for profit, and collected thousands of dollars from 2018 all the way to 2020. After Harvard finishes using a donated body for research or teaching, the body typically is returned to family or then it's cremated. He thought, let me make some money out of this. Lodge acknowledged removing body parts before cremation. Lodge, who was a morgue manager for 28 years, how long has he been doing this then? Expressed regret in court. The defense attorney, Patrick Casey, said his acts were egregious, whatever that means, Egregious. Egregious? Probably that. Mr. Lodge acknowledges the seriousness of his conduct and the harm his actions have inflicted on both the deceased person, whose body he calls degraded, and their grieving families. This is what was said in court. Harvard suspended the donation of bodies for 5 months in 2023 when charges were filed. Prosecutors said at least 6 other people, including an employee at Arkansas crematorium, have pleaded guilty in the investigation of body parts trafficking. This story has been corrected to show that the court hearing was in Pennsylvania. There we have it. Somebody who was selling body parts like it was Christmas baubles. That is today's podcast. It's a little bit shorter than it usually is, but it doesn't really matter. Guess what, guys? I'm going to see you in the new year, so Happy New Year!